It's showtime.
Good morning, everyone. Wake up. 70 degrees. I'll tell you more about the fantastic weather we have in store for us today in just a minute. But don't make fun of the guests.
I'm not going to make fun of anybody.
Yes,
This is active in the air.
Yeah, really. That's good.
He was already on me and Todd this morning.
Well, you know, there's a weak link in every operation.
You can't
Good morning,
help
McKenzie,
it.
making your first appearance here on live TV. Jason, good morning. How are you?
Good morning.
I'm picking that brace up next week. I'm about to have my surgery done by Dr. Stanford. We're
Yeah.
communicating on it right now. My people are getting with his people. You're a doctor, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a live program, David Turner, the #1 insurance man in the world.
He's just missed
Well,
two
he walked in and
weeks.
said, man, has it always been the lights in here?
It's a little brighter
It's been
today.
like 3 months since you've been in here.
Yeah, I haven't been here in a while. I was under
McKenzie,
the
way
weather.
this show works, I will give you direction a little bit later on. You just follow my lead, okay? Whatever I say is right, never forget that. This is a
No.
We'll get on that in just a moment. Joseph's in here this morning, and we'll talk. Today is a special day.
Every day is a
We'll talk about
special
that
day.
first. But let's do the weather first, because it's going to be a nice and any better.
It is 70 degrees out there right now. It feels already starting to be humid. What happened to the cooler temperatures, I know, but hang in there. We still have yet another week of some warm temperatures. Feeling good anyway. No rain to really worry about today. You got that 10%, 20% chance of those pop-up showers, but I think we're A-okay for today. Not 86 for that high. Almost said 96, but 86. Upper 80s throughout the whole week, and rain looks like it is almost non-existent. But we could see a pop-up shower, so you know how that goes. Brought to you, of course, by Lawlers.
No. Dixie Auto Parts had that big sale over the weekend, too. There's a look outside. We'll get in that in just a moment. Joseph sent a text yesterday, so we'll talk about that. Zack's warming up on sports over there. We'll get over there to him in just a second, so y'all stay tuned for that. But I just want to get everybody's response on something. My buddy, one of my best buddies in the world right here, my insurance man too, David Turner. I sent him a text Saturday during the Bama game. You know, hey, just checking in, well, you know, we're stomping another team, you know, can't be beaten, all this stuff and all that.
Yeah.
Never heard back from him.
High-handed you.
High-handed me.
He was
I could have sworn I responded. I'm
But
sorry.
anyway, and here's the reason is, McKenzie, you may get on this too. He sent me a message, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago. Well, most of the time don't have my phone. I'm out working diligently around the house, keeping the yard up, working in the pool, trimming shrubs.
Why do we find that funny, David?
Yeah, really. I know that's not right.
Well, you'd have thought I left the country without telling him, Joseph. He said, well, you're not going to respond? You're not going to respond? I'm thinking, hey, it's been 10 minutes.
I think it was longer than that, David.
That's 9 minutes longer than it should have taken.
So, exactly. So then, when you don't do, what is correct etiquette on texting somebody back? Now, before you answer,
Respond when you want
I say
to.
that to say this. If somebody sends me a text and I'm right back on, she says, you're texting people back too soon.
No,
It depends if your read receipts are on.
If you're what?
Read receipts are on and they know you read it, or
Bless
if they think you
Bless
haven't
you.
read it.
That's right.
Well, it depends on who it is.
That's
If it's me, I expect you to respond back immediately.
I am a businessman. Right,
See,
Joe?
it's like Sonny Schofield.
Huh?
Yeah, Sonny Schofield will text me quite a bit. I enjoy immediately just communicating. Because if you respond right away, then you can have a conversation with them.
But I'm right there watching TV and I got my phone. It's easier. If you send me an email, y'all may be the same, and you don't resend it to me,
It's 'cause
I'm going to forget you.
You're a horrible responder.
I'm going to forget you. Well, you know,
That's why I text Gloria.
That's why I text Gloria most of the
I
time.
do not know how. I do not know how to delete an email. So my email list are like 5,000.
You got like 10,000
It's got a thing on it that says delete.
Yeah, that's
a little
too
big
long.
X.
It's a little
I never know when the FBI may come and investigate me. I'm going to save all my stuff.
Trust me, they can get it with you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll be able to get it even if you do delete it.
I have never
Yeah.
deleted an email. Me and Hillary Clinton. All right, let's go to Zack right now in sports. He was at the Bama game. He gave Jason a standing ovation.
Welcome to ZTV 11 Sports, brought to you by KFC, the best fried chicken in Athens and Limestone County, and also by Applebee's Tailgate Talk, where we'll be talking with the local coaches again this weekend, and we'll have some special guests, and we'll talk here high school football. We'll go ahead and talk about that right now. Athens with a win over East Limestone Friday night, 30-0. Elkmont came back, won their first game. Congratulations, Coach Dwayne Wells. one of the nicest guys around. He faked an extra point and got a 2-point, and they won their first game of the year. And West Limestone beat Clements, and another big game locally, Hartselle beat Briarwood Christian. So that was a big win for Hartselle. The offense struggled again for the Auburn Tigers, but they found a way to win. So they won 24-13, and I'm sure there was a lot of empty seats in that game.
Hey, have you seen that SEC shorts, the latest one?
The SEC shorts is awesome.
No, but I saw the title of it.
They're looking for the Auburn offensive line.
They're looking for the offensive line of Auburn.
If you don't watch the SEC shorts, you missing it. That is the funniest thing.
Funny.
Between that and Jermaine Funny Main Johnson. Those are the funniest things. So, but hey, Auburn struggled.
Shut up, Brad.
But hey, Brad, y'all are 4-1. So moving on to play Mississippi State, who are struggling big time after getting beat by
I
Florida.
predict Mississippi State. Okay, it was 10 years ago at Starkville. What happened?
The ugliest game I ever seen in my life.
3-2. Auburn beats Mississippi State.
Wow.
3-2.
But y'all won, Brad. That's all that matters, right?
That's what Brad just said, yep.
Hey,
That's all that matters.
the Crimson Tide
Wins a win.
roughed up. It was 56-0, and they scored 2 late touchdowns, but 56-14.
And we missed 2 field goals.
Yeah, hey,
kidding.
and trust me, the second one I turned around and told the kid behind me, I said, "Let me know." And he missed it. I said, "I'm sorry, Mr. and Miss Bullivus, if you're sitting in the stands behind me, but your kid's got one job to do is making he can't do it."
But he's made like 100 extra points in a row.
Well, he's doing good extra points and kickoffs, but you got to make field goals every now and then.
Yeah.
But hey, the best
don't
thing.
need- we don't need no
By
stinking field
50,
goals.
You don't need a field goal. What does it
Hey,
matter?
you never know. It might be a close game.
No game this year will be that close.
Doesn't matter
But-
what
but
you
the
did
ba-
for me my whole life. What are you
But the
doing
best thing to
today?
happen.
Let me take control of this show. I'm going to make it, right now, I'm going to say Alabama will win a national championship.
I agree on that as always. But
Yeah,
hey,
it's
looking
the
good.
best part of the game in the first quarter is
Nice
when
haircut, by the way.
when Jalen Hurts ran out on the field and we all stood up and gave that kid a standing ovation. Because he didn't do what Kelly Bryant, he high-hatted out of Clemson.
Yeah, that was messed up.
Where our guy stayed, and he's being a teammate.
Hey, Zack, you need your own show.
So he's a we instead of an I. And that's a
Very good.
Jalen Hurts, good job by you.
I like that.
Hey, and Jedrick Wills, he's doing a great job. Like you said, now that we've got a left-handed quarterback, our right tackle was the blind side guy. So
We can't
Jedrick
figure that
Wills is
out.
doing a very good job.
Brad's
And
about to be
like I
sick.
said, they'll be playing Arkansas at 11 o'clock. Who are we becoming? Auburn playing 11 o'clock games? I don't know what's up with that.
I think it's the opponent we're
I'm
playing.
just joking. So 11 o'clock on the SEC network.
You're outnumbered today, Zach. You got
That's right.
Yeah, really, you better behave.
Brad.
The game's on ESPN, excuse
The
me.
2:30 game is LSU and Florida
And then Georgia and LSU the next week.
next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
LSU Florida would be a pretty good game.
LSU's going to lose the next 2 balls.
Hey, and even though he hasn't
LSU
played
will beat Florida.
but half a ball game, pretty much every game, 2 is in the Heisman Trophy voter poll, he's ahead. So we'll see how that continues during the season.
You
And
may
hey,
have heard of our quarterback, Jason.
baseball's coming up.
The
The
next Heisman
Dodgers,
Trophy winner.
the Dodgers beat the Rockies yesterday, so the Braves and the Dodgers, the Braves will be heading out to LA to start Thursday night.
y'all
Cubs
like each
Rockies
other.
today in a wild card game, and then in the AL wild card game tomorrow, the A's and the Yankees. Jamie, back to you.
Oh, gosh.
That has been another interview.
And we're among
Are you any good at
friends.
sports, McKenzie? We have an opening coming up soon. Huh? Are you an Auburn, Alabama fan?
Alabama.
There you go.
Right, roll tide.
Step right in.
Oh, Joseph.
All right, Joseph.
I love my Auburn
Joseph
friends.
said a thing yesterday. Today is National Name Your Car Day.
It is.
It is.
Oh, I've already named mine.
We were wondering,
we
we were
have too.
trying to think of what yours would be.
Mine is Zeus.
Zeus.
That minivan?
It ain't a minivan. I wouldn't be driving a minivan.
That is a minivan.
No, it's not.
Does the door open
It's
to the side?
no, it doesn't.
SUV.
It's an
Is it a
SUV.
four-wheel drive?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a four-wheel drive.
Yeah.
That minivan's a four-wheel
It's
drive.
not a minivan. I wouldn't drive a minivan.
A Marine would not be in a minivan.
Well, I mean, yeah, I wouldn't say
Well,
I
mine's
might.
Phoebe the
But
Fiat.
Yours is what?
Phoebe the Fiat.
Okay.
Phoebe the Fiat.
Escape Ford.
What do you name it? Anything?
Escape.
Escapes
my car's named Wolfgang, and my bike is named Chesty, after Chesty Puller, the most
Well.
decorated Marine in the all the United
Want to make
States.
fun of him again?
Yeah.
Yeah, say something again, Jamie.
Now, what's the name of that minivan?
Zeus.
What do you call that Mustang you got? Blue Baby?
I figured y'all would guess. Not
Baby.
Blue Baby.
Not
Stain.
Blue Baby.
No.
Albie.
No.
Blueberry.
Albie.
No.
Carissa.
All right. It's named Bonnie.
Bonnie.
Bonnie and
Never got
Clyde.
that.
Bonnie.
Really?
Bonnie means beautiful blue. It's like after a flower.
Wow, you being
And some French fries.
Oh, yeah, you got a
going
little
real
deep
deep
in
there.
there.
You know,
Blanket
you know what the
around.
two names are?
Betsy and Betty.
See?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Betty.
I call the Hummer
We have some photos, actually.
Humroid.
What car photos do we have?
Humroid.
Roy.
Hey, I got to tell a quick story. There used to be a girl on NBC. She's gay.
Don't
Yeah,
share that story.
And she does a story on Hummers.
That's not a
It's
good
true
story.
She comes back on there
Jamie,
and
that's
tells
not a
a
good
story.
story.
She said, I didn't know that word had another meaning. And told that on the Today Show. But
That's
anyway,
very-
and what we call Pony is the name of the Mustang. That's original.
Tony.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
original.
Who else has got a vehicle?
But what photos do we have, Brad?
Yeah.
Everybody has a vehicle.
Everybody has a name.
What, a name?
All right, well,
don't know about
Jonathan's
a
not
name,
here
but-
today, so we don't know what
We
he
don't call
calls
that
his
the
big
Eddie Pruitt
boy.
special.
Yeah, that's a big boy, Eddie Pruitt special, no
That's a
doubt.
big boy.
All right, that is from Layla, and she calls it Black Sunshine.
She's over in
Rob
Bolton.
Zombie. She
I
is.
like it.
Oh, yeah, I do. That's pretty,
It's
isn't
sharp.
it? Time to ride my pony. That's what
Pony.
me and Maddie call it.
Yep.
Call it what? The Red
Pony.
Pony. Yeah.
There's
That's a
Bonnie.
pretty car,
Bonnie, that's a
Joseph.
pretty vehicle.
Yeah, it is.
All right, know it all.
Okay,
All right,
what do you
so
call
that-
yours? What do you call yours, Zach?
I would call it either. I guess what Silver Bullet.
You
I don't
called her
know.
she just now.
Silver Bullet's an alcoholic drink.
Yeah, well, it could be a bullet off a gun. Silver.
I
Silver.
got you. You'll trade it in another week. You've
You
had
probably
it too
will.
long.
No.
What did that sheet say that like 75% name them after a female?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he didn't. He said he
I
didn't have a
didn't.
name, but just
I
referred
guess I'm
to
in
his
the
car as a girl.
25%.
You are yeah, above average.
In the 2006 animated movie Cars, what was the #1 Cars name?
Lightning.
Lightning McQueen.
Not the Queen.
I don't say mayor.
What? In the thriller movie in 1983, there was a 58 Plymouth Fury called what?
Cherry.
Christine.
Yeah.
Yep.
In the
That was a nice
1968
movie.
movie that featured Dean Jones of Decatur,
I don't
the
know.
Love Bug.
Love Bug.
Oh, yeah, Herbie. Yeah.
Herbie, yeah.
Some of the most famous cars
Herbie.
there are.
Yeah.
This is a very
But what about
educational
Knight
program.
Rider?
Knight Rider was Kit.
Yep.
Yeah, we
Knight
see.
Industries 2000. Do you remember the name of Bandit's car in Smoking the Bandit?
Oh, I do not.
Speedy.
No.
Well, it was a speedy car. But
Yeah.
Okay, McKenzie,
What was
you see
it?
our car man over here, right? You ever met him before?
No.
Do you know what he does for a living?
First of all, he's a famous actor. He is.
Yeah.
He's a chemist on the arsenal. He turns urine into water.
Yes.
That is awesome.
Notice why no one drinks the coffee here anymore.
Well, I'm still drinking it.
We started our own brand.
Thanks for telling me
Oh,
that.
you're welcome. Welcome
Called
back.
VP.
Yeah, really.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back and play Judge Jamie. Y'all hang on. Hold it down. Hey, it's time now for the Judge Jamie, brought to you by, can you hear me now?
Nope.
No.
See, one of these days,
can't hear you.
No, you're going to make me probably too much earwax.
No, actually, he checked that, so I was good.
Good.
Well, I've got a big article right here on earwax building up in the elderly.
That might be what's wrong.
Well, you might want to check yours.
Anyway, brought to you by.
I love it, Dave. Get on.
Oh, McKenzie, this is your first time. This is the wrong answer. This is the right answer. You're playing to win a thing of Vienna sausages. You ever had any of these?
Mm-hmm.
Well, these may be a little outdated. They've been here about 3 years. But
I wouldn't eat
the
them.
reason we do that, my hometown of New Hope, Alabama. You ever heard of it?
Mm-hmm.
That's where I'm one of their most famous residents ever.
Howard Cross.
Except for Howard Cross, who went on to win 2 Super Bowls from Alabama. Beyond that, I get stuck with this show.
I even got a can autograph by you. First can I ever won.
I'm going to ask a few questions. There's not only Todd may know
Hadn't
the
gone
answer
up,
to this
though.
next one. Mooresville had their walking thing this weekend down Mooresville. Did y'all go? Todd did. It's part of the tourism thing, the centennial thing, a bicentennial with Alabama being 200 years old. In what year was the town of Mooresville established?
1859.
Wrong answer, know it all.
1920.
1818. You got any houses insured down that way?
In Mooresville?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do?
From 18.
Here's an
But now,
Alabama
not
question,
that
Jason. You
old.
may not know this.
That's right.
Right now, Zach, you may know this. Alabama has outscored its opponents in the 5 games they've played in the first half by what score?
526 to 14.
48 points.
In the first half.
98
First
points.
half.
On the first half, 98 to 10.
I mean, what's the score being?
Gosh, we played 5
The
games.
opponents have scored 20.
We
Oh, you're talking about the average
Yeah.
in the first half? Like 48.
Alabama scored
Oh,
197.
okay.
Wow.
That
That's why Tua can't play no more than a quarter.
That 94-yard pass that we scored on
Take it.
was
And
the
running.
second- when was
They
the
get the
last?
running game going better. I'm sorry.
Hey, you remember when David was a shy person, Jamie?
Yes.
He was
Would never
scared to
talk.
death.
Sorry.
When was the last time Alabama threw a longer pass than that in a touchdown?
1988. No, A.J. McCarron in the Iron Bowl.
That's the
Amari
right
Cooper.
answer. Amari Cooper.
We lost the ball game, though.
Who are the latest people to sue Washington State over their possessions being moved due to the fire?
Nursing home.
Peter.
No idea.
A group of homeless people.
Good morning, everyone.
A group of homeless people said right now because they came in and disrupted their life when they came in and moved everything due to the fire. So they're suing the state of Washington.
Oh, now they got a house.
But if they're homeless,
Yeah,
they shouldn't have
absolutely.
any
They're not homeless
basis
now.
of suing.
They're not
In
homeless now.
baseball news, which is concluding in the
Yes.
sooner the better. Zach is a big baseball fan.
Hey, postseason baseball, it's good stuff. Braves are back.
How many, as of
Will
a
they
week ago, last week, how many strikeouts? This is the first year ever strikeouts have outnumbered hits.
Wow.
How many strikeouts were there in the major league as of Wednesday of last week when this article was written?
11,500.
Are you thinking?
I don't
Joseph?
watch baseball at all.
2,500.
No, it's
How many, Joseph?
2,500.
2,100. There have been 40,196 strikeouts
Good grief.
and only 40,098 hits.
Wow.
there's a couple got 300
So does
strikeouts.
that mean the pitching's better or the hitting's worse?
Hey, by the way, I forgot on tailgate talk they said we got former Detroit Tiger Denny McClain.
I don't care.
He was a strikeout guy.
110 years ago yesterday, what car was invented?
Mustang. What year?
Ford Model A.
Do go, you
Model
go.
T.
I mean Model T.
Model T. David's grandfather insured the first one out there. How much did it cost? Show a picture of it, Red.
$7,500.
$56.
2,000.
56.
$15.
$825. They made 15 million of them.
Oh, my goodness.
Henry Ford said you could get it in any color you wanted as long as it was black.
Everybody said, all I ever saw was black, Joe.
That's what he said.
All right. What famous restaurant chain just celebrated 30-year anniversary over the weekend?
30 years.
We'll say it.
Restaurant.
what I'm talking about, the cheating, the Hooters.
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 You know, I think they were giving, if you were a Hooters alumni, Gloria and I got to eat there free this past Saturday.
When did you work there?
He did a story there, I guess.
He was just working through
Actually,
college.
35 years.
He tried to work there, I'm sure.
We need one of those in Athens. We need one of those in Athens.
I can guarantee you that ain't gonna
That
happen.
won't happen.
Huh?
That ain't gonna happen.
All right, here we go right here, then I'll move on to some hard questions. Our friend Kelly Kasich, who used to
I'm sorry.
go to RVL.com, things never to do at a Southern funeral.
Oh, okay.
Laugh.
Don't be laughing.
Yes.
What
all right.
depends?
Don't be talking
Well-
about Alabama football.
A Southern
Oh, you can do that.
funeral.
No, you seen that commercial, Roll Tide, where the guy, you
First of
know,
all, you
that's
do
true.
pull over. Sometimes I don't, but you're supposed to pull over.
I do pull over.
Yeah, I do too.
What are some of the worst things to do at a Southern funeral?
Drink.
Talk on the phone while
Well, no, that's the one thing everybody does.
I know.
Do not say somebody died. Say they've gone on to be with Jesus, gone home to glory, or sleeping with the angels. That's what everybody in the South says.
Don't say bless
And-
your heart.
Do not wear jeans and a T-shirt.
I've
But
seen
one of the
that.
worstest things you could do,
Nothing wrong.
never, ever, ever bring healthy food to a funeral reception or packaged food.
Really?
And it's okay to take photographs.
There you go, Ghost Rider.
Now, we go to the hard questions, and all you people playing worldwide.
That was kind of morbid. That was a morbid
Those are the easy
question.
Yeah. Hey, she said that's the easy one?
Those were the easy ones?
That's the easy one.
I don't know about that question, Joe.
What is death by selfie?
When you're taking a selfie and you have an accident?
Yeah, I would say that.
It is becoming, now scientists are saying they need to put up warnings. This is a no
Really?
selfie. Yep.
Oh, my God.
43 people are killed every year, usually millennium men. What is the number one cause of death by millennium men?
Doing something
they fall to the
stupid.
death.
Falling over off
Falling
a
is
cliff or
two,
something.
drowning is one.
Oh my
No
gosh.
selfie zones.
That's stupid. Maybe
so
they need to go ahead and get killed. You know, weed them out.
You can't fix stupid.
The comments made by David Turner.
That's an insurance salesman right there.
Hey, you can't insure them if they're dead.
Exactly. I mean, I'm just saying weed out the stupid. I mean, you know, if you've
Life
got,
insurance first.
if you've got, yeah, but if you've got to have a no selfie zone, are you serious? That's crazy.
You better check your policy.
Hey, I'm telling you, man. Hey, Jamie.
Moving along.
David's just become a wild man now. I'm telling you.
What movie star has more kill and more saves, meaning he saved more people than anybody else in his movies than anybody?
Superman?
According to Joseph, our resident movie star, according to Movies for Men.
Vin Diesel.
Tom Hanks.
What about Superman?
Jason Stidham.
Yeah.
Are you talking about an actor or are you talking about the
Actor.
person
Yeah.
that he portrays?
No, an actor.
Oh.
Bruce Willis came in at third.
Die Hard.
Will Smith fourth.
Steven Seagal.
Independence Day.
Sean
Sean
Connery.
Wow.
Sean has more than any
Makes sense.
other.
James
You're right.
Bond.
You can't fix
Huh?
stupid.
Yeah, he was the best James Bond, I
In
think.
1962, Dr. No started the whole thing. Harrison Ford and Will Smith came in at 3 and 4, and Bruce Willis was second.
Will Smith had more if he didn't do all those, save all the aliens.
Now, I don't know how many of y'all do a rub-on tan. Jason, I know you probably do.
Guilty.
Elle Ferguson, an Australian woman who has like 646,000 Instagram followers, has a thing called the Elle effect out, and there's a picture of her right there, and she's expert in tanning. But there is one key thing that she says works every time, and it's free. What is the key
Really?
to getting that perfect rubbed-on tan? Her sales for $39.99, but you got to do something prior to that to make it work.
Exfoliate.
Take a
Moisturize.
In what way?
You're scaring me
Take a
now.
cold shower,
Cold
Todd.
shower. Okay. Yeah.
Did you say that?
I said shower.
Because you've taken a cold shower before.
I take them all the time.
Do you get too excited or what?
It just has
See
this
my
spray on
wife,
tan.
All right, I'm going to skip down because I'm running out of time. 2 other questions right here. Who is a girl by the name of Brooke Fleckington from Australia? What is her claim to fame?
She must do something on YouTube.
Yep, she fishes on YouTube. So what's her claim to fame, Zach?
I have
Prettiest
no idea.
fisher
Never heard of
in-
her.
Hottest fisherman in the
That is it. The hottest female fisherman there is. Right there she is.
Well, dang.
There we go. Really
Well, good morning.
I wonder what kind of word she's using.
Good morning.
Gonna hire her boat.
What's that? Zach,
Zach's embarrassed.
you wouldn't kick her out of the boat, would you, Zach?
Zach just dropped the mic.
Hey, the other day I saw her down Swan Creek.
Zach's going to buy a boat.
I can't swim, Gloria.
They got life
I
jackets.
got life jackets.
I
Yeah.
don't know, but I think she can float.
Comments made by Jamie Cooper are his because this is his.
Who is Mexico's, one of Mexico's best entertainers right now?
Julio Iglesias.
Ricky
I
Martin.
don't know.
I have no idea.
His nickname is Micro Man.
Never heard of it.
That doesn't
Never heard
help
of
any.
He's a wrestler. His claim to fame is a zero gravity move. There he is, called Micro Man. He's Mexico's smallest
I think
wrestler.
I can take him, Brad.
You think so?
I bet you couldn't.
Well, Zack, let's see if you could.
Let's get him. I knew that was coming, Brad. I knew that was coming, Brad.
You know, I would pay money to see Zack.
Yes.
Well, McKenzie, that's the way we play. Oh, we'll take a break. Let it go, Zack. You're a fisherman, too. Fisherwoman.
That's pretty good, Brad.
How'd that get tangled up in her line?
You don't know what to do.
He's going to wear that outfit when he goes fishing.
Y'all, hang on.
And welcome back this morning. Let's quickly go over that forecast. 70 degrees out there, already starting to feel humid, going to be a warm day, or feel like it anyway. Temperatures sticking around the 80s, upper 80s that is, around 86 today. And there's only that 10 to 20% chance of those pop-up showers, so just you really aren't really going to need an umbrella pretty much all week. Look at that, temperatures sticking around the 80s, lows close to 70 when you wake up in the morning. Brought to you, of course, by Lawler's.
I thought I saw that it was going to be 50-something degrees one night. I guess
I
that
didn't see that.
high-hatted us on the weather.
Quit saying hi-hatted.
Love that. You know what that means, don't you,
No.
McKenzie? High-hatting, let me explain a little term here, was used
What's
back
that?
in the old days when somebody would speak to them, everybody wore a hat, and they'd just kind of do like that, act like they was better than them and walk on. That's a term called high-hatting.
Snobs.
So
Where's
now,
your
Don
hat?
Lauderdale, if you're watching this morning, you said you high-hatted.
Did you hear, Mackenzie?
What?
Where's your hat?
Can't mess up this dude.
you're gonna fit in
morning.
just
Welcome
fine.
to the program here. How long have you been in Howe?
6 months.
6 months. And what do you do over there?
I take care of our veterans and make sure that they get their bracing, and I'm the logistics manager.
Okay.
So I order everything.
All right. Speaking of veterans, Jason, do y'all do? I know Jonathan is a disabled veteran over there, the owner of the company, one of the owners. What do you guys, or how many veterans do you guys service?
We service all of them. I mean, it doesn't matter if they're still active or they're retired. We take care of 100% of our veterans that come and see us.
All right, you've been there a long time,
Yep, 12 years.
12 years.
Yep.
So I guess they were just starting when you got with them. Similar. What all kind of bracing, this is one thing we do need to clarify with everything, what kind of bracings does Howe provide?
Well, we have from head to toe. We have, backs, knees, elbow, wrist, cervical, halos. We have OA knee bracing. We have ACL bracing. We have just, you name it, orthotics, the custom-made arch supports for your feet, prosthetics, with our amputations of the limbs and stuff. I mean, it's just
Safe to say, if you have some body part hurting and you need a brace, you guys can fill that.
That is
Now,
absolutely right.
You have to be sent by a doctor for your insurance to cover it, right?
For insurance to cover, yes, you'll have to have a prescription, but we do have cash pay options and stuff as well without that. But if you want your insurance to cover, you have to have a prescription.
Well, bracing now seems to be, everybody seems to be selling, and they run infomercials and stuff all the time, but those are not
Not the same thing.
personalized like you guys do.
Right. That everybody on TV that says, "Hey, you got back pain, call us," and all that. You can do that, but the thing is you're going to be doing your own measuring, you're going to be doing your own fitting and all that. As for us, in the state of Alabama, we have to have licensed practitioners, which I'm a licensed orthotic fitter with the state of Alabama. You can't just fit a brace without being licensed unless you work in a doctor's office or another place. So these people that call you up and say, or you call them, they say, oh, you need a back, let me send it to you. Well, they're going to send it to you. You don't know if it fits right. And if you got a proper fit of a brace, you're going to hurt yourself more than what you would with actually having it fitted properly.
So instead of trying to save money, now does your insurance still pay for that brace?
Unfortunately, they do. Because of the way everything is made, you just have to be careful with who you're talking with, because they could tell you, oh yeah, your insurance will cover it. Well, they didn't check your benefits and stuff, and then you have like a $500 deductible. Next thing you know, you got a $500 bill coming in the mail.
And then you've got a brace, like I never thought about that
That may not
aspect
even
of
fit
it. It could
properly.
harm you more than help you.
Well,
But
think
a
about
lot
it.
of people probably do that not knowing that you guys are
Correct.
down the road.
Or
Correct.
especially if you're ordering that small, medium, or large.
Right.
That's
You
not
get it-
always going to be a perfect fit.
If you're if you actually wear a medium, you're wearing a small, you could actually do more damage by causing a blood clot, being too tight.
Wow.
Now, starting here in another week or two, I will be personally demonstrating the use of a Dynasplint, specially designed by Jason for me. So I'll be wearing that dude about 20 hours a day, maybe.
It's going to be your new best friend.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty too.
Oh,
About
blue.
your
It is
shirt.
pretty.
That's right.
It's sexy, you know, it's going to make me stand out in the crowd with
Make you
shorts
look
on.
You already
Slimmer.
stand out enough.
Oh, yeah. When I go to church and thing, I'll be, hey, look at my designer.
He's just glad he's going to be able to wear shorts for the next
Exactly.
couple
I
months.
just want to be able to bend my knee.
You'll be able to bend it.
You'll be able to bend it.
And
It'll
you
keep
guys
it
have
fit.
worked with me for the last couple of years telling me what I don't need and what I do need to do.
That's right.
So, McKenzie, what else do we need to know about what you do and about the folks down at the house?
I just put up with them. That is the hardest part. No, I don't know. We take care of all the vets that come in our office, and we also ship across the U.S. So we're not only servicing the ones here in North Alabama, but all over the
great.
U.S.
And you just opened in Pulaski.
Yes, we did.
So basically, how many locations are there in Alabama?
We've got 7.
In Alabama? Mm-hmm. And expanding basically in other places of the
Yeah.
country too.
Absolutely.
Now, keep this in mind, too. If you can't come to them for a fitting, they can come to you, to borrow David's term there.
All right, Hal, right down the road, down by 306 Barbecue, right there on the left, a new location. Well, y'all been there 6-8 months now
I actually been there for over a year now.
already.
Time flies.
Last
Yes, it
time,
does.
well, I had the grand opening, you were cooking
Yeah.
outside that day.
Well, just because we had the grand opening doesn't mean we were already down
Right,
there.
you were gone for a couple months, right?
Yeah, we were there for a couple
What
months.
else do we need to know about Hal and all the staff that works there?
Just come, let us help you out. If you have any aches, pains, or anything like that, just come. We can talk with you about what you need, and then you can go see your doctor and get a script. And
Walk-ins welcome?
absolutely,
Great.
absolutely, walk-ins welcome.
They are easy to work with, so if you guys have
Good
got
guys.
a problem, get
And
your
girls.
doctor. You don't have to go to where the doctor sends you. Ask to go to
Oh,
Hal.
yeah,
Absolutely.
Right.
That's right.
Take your script and go where you want.
Right.
Exactly.
Go there. It's 230-2321. We'll see some of y'all next Tuesday morning. up
We
there on this
will.
fine Saturday.
That's right.
Thank you for playing along with us today.
Thank you for having
Nice
me.
to meet you and roll tide.
War Eagle.
Y'all go visit Hal if you got any aches and pains. And before next week or the week after, I will be modeling each and every day that new Dynasplit that I've got Jason personally designed for me.
Yay.
Y'all hang on. Kitchen making his first appearance in here this morning. Come on, Roger. Welcome to the program.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
I see you work out a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little. So, what exactly do you do?
I'm a mental skills coach, so I work with high-performing teams, athletes.
Well, you in the right place today.
Wait a minute, he said mental
Skills.
coach.
Well, you say high performance. This is about a high performance. This is Joseph Scott. He's a chemist, actor. David Turner, country finance, the #1 insurance man, thanks to this program in this state of Alabama. Right there.
Jamie Cooper, our narcissist
Hey, you know me
host.
now.
Right.
Now, you've done, Todd, you've done the radio show quite a bit.
I have. I've been
Now-
on the tailgate talk.
Yeah, I tell you, and do you mainly work with athletes? I mean, you can tell I'm a superb athlete.
Right. I can tell just by looking at you.
Or are you see, there's a picture of me right there.
That's right.
It's amazing what happens when he takes his shirt off.
Take my shirt off.
I'm a little
Amazing.
intimidated now. I may have to do some work on myself.
You need to be. Now,
Oh, I need my boots.
What do you do when you, what are you looking for when you talk? You talk to groups or you do individuals?
I do both. So by day I work at NASA and I consult high-performing teams. I do a lot of consulting with leaders out there. So that's the business side of the world. Outside of NASA, I work again with high school students, high school teams. I've worked with UAH hockey, Coach Corbett over there at UAH on the Division I level. So I'm working with teams and individuals at the same time.
Emotional intelligence specialist.
Yes.
A lot of people have referred to me that in the past too.
Emotional.
What the hell does that mean?
What does that mean?
Yeah.
I quickly assess people to understand how well they can, how self-aware are they. So in terms of their relationships with other people, and so you think of an athlete on a team, how aware are they of their emotions? And then once they have that self-awareness, can they use that for positive? So how well do they regulate the emotional state they're in order to perform well? And then that snowballs into other things, how well they manage their relationships, how well they influence others, and at the day, what motivates them? Because if the motivation comes from a paycheck or something external like that, that's eventually going to wear off. How well do they motivate themselves intrinsically? The best athletes are the ones that aren't there for the money, the status, or the prestige. They just love it because they love it. And that motivation right there is what drives them to success.
Is that rare to find?
Yes and no.
There's only a few of us that have that.
Well, I know you don't do this for the money.
How do you translate what, did y'all get all that?
Yeah.
What you just said into people like us, maybe a little older type people?
Right.
I'm using y'all in my age category. I mean, do you do something for older people too?
I do. We have assessments that we use so we can give them like a personality assessment, or we can give them an assessment for emotional intelligence.
I ain't taking no test.
Well, that's how we get people to open up a little bit and become more self-aware.
Do you immediately get a vibe from somebody? That's a good person. That's a bad person. They're super intelligent. You know, I mean, when you see me, I mean that comes across you. See most folks don't.
On a serious note, when you do meet someone and
Right.
you're around them for a little time, do you find yourselves trying to evaluate them?
Evaluate wouldn't be the right word. It'd be more of assess.
Assess?
You know, so yeah, I'm a profiler. I read people, so I can quickly assess sort of their personality type, and I can assess, given enough time, sort of where they're at emotionally. Do they manage their emotions well? Can they have effective relationships? Can they achieve goals? Things like that. So I'm really in the space of personality quite a bit. So I really can read somebody probably within less than a minute.
Now, do you
Okay,
do,
he's been here how long?
do you do private sessions?
I do consulting one-on-one with leaders. Again, if I have to sit with a team, then it's a team environment. But I work one-on-one with leaders and companies.
Do they always like or do they mostly dislike what you tell them when you tell them?
Depends on why they're reaching out to me, and there is a graceful way to deliver news.
Gotcha.
So you have to be very sensitive in this space when you're talking to people. We've done, in previous jobs that I've done assessments, and sometimes the information can feel overwhelming to somebody. So you really got to be pretty sensitive in that space.
I'll get back with a few questions in just a moment. First, let me talk to David here. See, I brought him in just I knew you'd be here today. So I wanted him to assess you since you handle all my insurance claims. What's new with Country Financial?
Just make sure everybody knows about our app. You can go into the App Store, download the Country app if you like to use apps and stuff, and just basically want to earn your business. If you haven't called in for a quote, why haven't you? You need to call us. And if you refer someone, we do a quote. We'll send the person who referred us some movie tickets. So just make sure you give them your name, and when you call in, make sure you let Brooke or Laura know. That's my two CSRs. That you want to talk to me, or because we got another agent in there, so just need to know that.
David Turner, remember
if you
that
can't,
name.
if they can't come see you,
I can definitely come see you. Yeah, I do it all the time.
Travel.
Yeah, I've got a Tennessee license too, so we go all over the place.
now what was this last award you just won?
It was a fall celebration they have every year. I've been fortunate enough to win it every year. And
They're going to start naming that after you, aren't they?
No.
Well, I was told.
No, it's
David
just,
Turner
It's just
Award.
for an agents only. So, I mean, you go down there for 3
Do
days.
you need any mental performance evaluation?
I don't know, maybe. I mean, I'm always seeking to improve myself. So, know yourself and seek self-improvement. That's one of the leadership principles. So,
Man, y'all are just getting over my head there. I grew up in the Zig Ziglar age. You remember him? He was both well-known.
oh, yeah, he was really good.
He died
I've read a
4
bunch
years
of his
ago.
books. He had got a lot of good quotes. And
Yeah,
stuff.
but anyway, hang on there. We're still working our way back over there. What's happening, Joseph?
We had a good time at the beach. It was good to relax
Beautiful
and just
photos.
get away a little bit. Well, it was supposed to rain the whole time we were there, but it really didn't.
You can't ever go
Yeah,
by
you got
that.
there right after I left.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So, but 2 or 3 things going on this week. Let me hit one of them right now because I won't see you again till Thursday. Wednesday night is the Village of Providence Cruise-In.
Okay.
That event has become really popular. I mean, probably a couple of hundred cars on a Wednesday night. You can eat at Taco Mama or all the different places around there. So then...
He's a car guy, too.
And then Thursday, Friday, there's events. It's another one of those weekends where there's something every
We'll
night.
talk about all those coming
That's
up on
great.
That's right.
All right, Roger. Let's go back to you and talk about me a little bit.
Talk about you. Probably your favorite subject.
Well,
It is.
How did you know that?
Yeah, really. Because he assessed him really quick.
Only
my
takes
favorite subject.
30 seconds with this one.
But the longer I do this, the lazier I kind of get. Is that a common problem with somebody that's been doing it forever?
Complacent.
A job?
Yeah, some people can get complacent. We see it a lot in federal government with sometimes the workforce when they've been there 30, 35 years and they're sunsetting their career, especially if they've
Sunsetting their career?
Sunsetting. I
Yeah.
like the sound of
That's
that.
what you're doing, Jamie.
Sunsetting.
Yeah,
And they may have accomplished what they wanted to accomplish, or they're really a significant contributor to a project. But they see that retirement date on the horizon, and a lot of times they've just really gotten content with where they're at, and they're ready just to move on and transition to the next part of their life.
Now, how do you describe the word content? You mean just satisfied with the status quo, or?
I think there's a sense of not striving for something. Like you really have just accepted what you've done, where you're at.
Is there anything wrong with that?
Contentment's huge because when you're content with your life, with your business, with family, I mean, when you're just content, you're just at ease. Almost there's just a sense of no stress or anxiety. You just have a sense of contentment and relaxation with what you're doing, regardless of maybe what's going on.
Is there any way to snap out of that and get back like you used to be, progressive and, taking charge, or
well, let me
is it
ask you-
over? Is life over?
No, I mean, what would
I'm getting a free session here.
I think,
Yeah, you're getting
I
a-
think those are two different things that you're talking about, though, because you can be content and happy and peaceful, but you're saying, how do I get that motivation to
You're
be
looking to
that
strike the
drive
fire again.
He needs another project.
I
Well,
think
why don't you just go to work for him then?
I can't. I know this subject well.
I think for you like a lot of different things. You like to be excited about a lot of different projects. So I think for you, it's going to have some discernment to come in to say, what really excites me? What gets me out of bed in the morning? What project can I work on? And once you sort of assess through that, then you can, put your teeth into that.
Why is it when you have a new project, and all of us maybe, you dive into it to make it work, and then you get content the longer it goes. But every time you got a new one, it's all about that.
Right. Some people really enjoy that. They like something new frequently. And so they like the excitement of the new project, the stimulation of it, and what it's going to do. Other people aren't driven that way. Some people like to take one project and just stay with it. There's a certain amount of change that they don't like, and they like the consistency and they like the stability of taking something and just working it from start to finish. That gives them a great deal of satisfaction. Others just like to start. And that's what gives them satisfaction.
So what fuels you?
What fuels me? I think at the end of the day, when I think of power mental performance, I want an athlete or a person, especially a leader, to be mentally and emotionally well. Because I think when you're in that headspace of being mentally and emotionally well, so I'll look at it in 4 factors too. Mental, emotional, social, and spiritual. And when those 4 areas, you feel like you really, even though you're working on them and there may be challenges, when those 4 areas of your life align really well, and you just feel okay in those areas, life is so much easier. So for athletes, when I coach them, I want them to be mentally and emotionally well, because that way they can deal with the stress and anxiety of their sport. They can perform under pressure. So they can perform under pressure, they can achieve their goals, their confidence is really high, and they can focus in the moment. And so they're just not sort of drifting all over the place in the middle of those high pressure moments.
So you ever get bored?
Do I ever get bored?
Like right now?
No, you're too entertaining, and eye candy for the moment. Just no, I'm never bored with you, Jamie.
Never a dull moment.
No.
Roger.
So what about if you're experiencing family problems and you're still trying to carry on your business? How do you work around that mentally?
You block it out.
Ignore
And when
it,
can you
move on.
fit me in for a session?
So I'll go back.
He's not taking new
I'm
clients
gonna
right
answer
now.
your question. I'm gonna go back to the question you asked me. Do I get bored? I've got an 18-year-old and I got a 14-year-old, a full-time job. I'm married, and I do power. There's very few times where I feel like I'm actually bored just because of life right now. But back to your question in terms of, actually repeat it again. What was? I lost it. I lost it.
Oh, if you got so family problems,
Oh, yeah,
mentally, how does that
balancing it.
affect you to go on and carry on and be successful in life?
Yeah,
Business.
it's hard. The reason.
Okay, fine, I get an answer right.
Right. I mean, the reason it's hard is because it's hard. If you've got family challenges and you got work, I mean, really, it's there's an acronym called WIN. It's WIN. What's important now? And so it's the focus in those moments to say, okay, what's important now? Okay, coming to see Jamie Cooper and the television show, that's important now. So when I leave here, what's important now? Next important thing for me is going to work and being present and doing an effective job at work. When I get out of work, what's important now? It's going home and taking care of the family.
I got time for one last question here as I wrap this exciting exclusive interview with Roger Kitchen at this point, Power Mental Performance. Since you've walked in that door, what have you discovered about a living TV legend in me?
What have I
How
discovered?
would you describe me?
Fast-paced and outspoken. I think you're relational in the sense that you really do have a genuine interest in people. So you develop relationships pretty quick. You're definitely outgoing, enthusiastic, you're lively. The things that drive you, you like new things, so you like the stimulation of new projects, things that are fast-paced. You don't like slow. Slow stresses you. When things aren't going your way, you can sort of lean in and want it to go your way. And so you can sort of have a very direct leadership approach.
Where's that right on button?
I think one of your challenges is going to be your filter. So sort of what comes in here comes
Look,
out.
man, you're good.
He's real good.
Y'all agree with that?
I agree 100%.
If I could reach it.
Roger, we'll have to get you back up here. That's good. That's great.
100%.
I'll bring out a soap or something. We can
Oh, if
talk
it's
about.
up here, Roger, it's coming out of here.
I knew I was all
Y'all
right.
need to
Had him
call
coming
him.
up here. We'll see y'all.
Bye.